Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. Today we got St. James Jackson, very funny comedian. This is the second time we recorded. The first time, that hard drive crashed on me. I'm trying to get it back. They're trying to charge me $1,000 for it, so I don't know if we're going to hear that one. I don't know. I'm going to work on it. We'll see if you can go. Nobody died in this episode, but you do hear an ambulance. It is Chicago, so somebody might have died. All right, we do talk a little bit about kids. I'm Mexican. I want to get somebody pregnant. We talked about how it's St. James. What if you adopted a white girl, a little white baby walking around with a Chinese boy? I think it'd be pretty cool. But, you know, he does have a girl, so adoption probably won't happen. I do talk about how I didn't want to wear condoms anymore. I had a reason for it. There's a Sam Kinison bit. It made sense to me. But, I mean, I'm Mexican. Do we even really wear condoms anyway? So, I don't know. So we do talk a little bit about St. James, Chicago comedy, his dad growing up a little bit, his mom. Mom worked 50 plus hours a week. He was born in Chicago, raised in Georgia. I talk about my dad, how they sent out my dog to Arizona because he bit some people. So it happens. The original Lobo, guys, the original Lobo. We do get into St. James. He was pretty popular in high school, but not a closer. He was like LeBron, man. First three quarters, and, you know, right at the end, he just passed it on to one of his teammates. So check out St. James, producer, underground undergrad. Young Hustle Comedy Show, Laugh Factory Fridays, Life of St. James on Instagram. Here we go, Lobo Den.
Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. It's the Lobo.
All right, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. Today we got, no, you gotta eat your chips, man. Eat your chips. I came late. I came fucking late to your crib. I fucked up the first podcast. Was it the police out there?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, this is the most ghetto podcast I've ever been on already. I like it.
Dude. First of all, the first podcast, man, I wonder what happened. I wonder if somebody died.
Blah, blah, blah. He just hit gunshots and shit.
But, all right, so we got St. James. This is not the first. This is the second time you've done my podcast, but the first one is might be gone forever.
Yeah.
It might not be. I don't know.
Y'all never know how I truly feel about the Jews.
The Jews. Man, I don't know. I'm going to spend the next few weeks. And I met a guy. Some guy messaged me. He's like, I know a dude. So he might be
That's Jewish? What do
No,
you mean?
I know a Jew. No, I know a Jew. But he knows somebody that, because what happened was, that day I went to record this dude Joe Beasley's podcast. That day, this guy Kyle Allen, I don't know if you know him, he spilled coffee on his laptop, fucked up his whole shit. That night, I went up to go upload, I think Wolf's or somebody's, right? And then it restarted my computer, and my shit went down, and they were like, "Oh, it'll be $1,000 to recover your data."
God damn.
Honestly, and not to blow you up, but the only thing I wanted from that whole thing was your recording and the video we did, and that's it. Everything else, I was like, you know what? Fucking, there was pictures of my niece and stuff. I was like, it can all go, dude. It can go, I'll go.
Fuck them niggas, bro.
Yeah, fuck my niece, dude.
They ain't real, bro. It's about this. It's about this brotherhood.
I don't know.
Comedy.
It's about comedy. So yeah, we have St. James. Welcome back. First time, St. James. How you doing? How you been?
Since the last time, been okay. I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel. I can't. Oh man. After the podcast, I got to talk to you about some girl stuff, but I can't right now. It's too dangerous, man. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Yeah. I know.
Shivani might get murked soon. So.
We'll see what happens, dude. And then she was sick, right? And I took all this medicine, but I'm good. And I took like yesterday about a kombucha. I'm not Catholic. I know you see this. My mom gave it to me.
What is that?
I don't know, man. Let me see. It's like some type of Catholic thing. I think this is Jesus, and then I don't know who's this other one. Is that music?
It sounds like you're picking up something.
Let's see. I wonder what that is. I don't know. But my mom and my grandmother are super Catholic, so she gave me. So I wear it. I think it'll make it.
You are Hispanic. You could just say we're Hispanic.
I'm Mexican. So she gave
That's a Hispanic. I just didn't want to assume. I wanted to say Mexican, but
oh yeah. I mean, I don't care, dude.
Okay.
I don't Mexican, Hispanic, Latino.
But you're not Puerto Rican. That's all that.
Hell
matters.
no, dude.
Okay, see, that was the mistake I didn't want to make.
Oh yeah, you can't. Like, yeah, Puerto Ricans and Mexicans. Like, Puerto Ricans get more pissed off than Mexicans. I think Mexicans are like, oh, that's kind of like if they get pissed off, they're just front, dude. Because I think Puerto Ricans like, oh, because Puerto Ricans, you know, well, You know what?
So is it like the dark skin, light skin beef in the black community?
No, there's a dark skin, light skin beef within Mexicans, right?
God,
Like there's people in northern Mexico, in Nuevo León, the specific state, where like if you go to the South Texas, they don't like going out, they like looking as white as possible. Like
why?
that's it's like, oh look, I'm white, look at me, or like it's a superiority thing. I think I was like, I don't want to look like these brown Mexicans.
Same with Indians, man. Well, nobody
Indians, yeah, right.
Oh, they're real racist, bro.
They're bad, and they're pretty.
First of all, two different subjects. They are pretty bad.
Yeah.
One of my good friends is Indian. He told him, his auntie told him, when he was young, if he was just a little bit more light skinned, he would be so beautiful. Do you imagine having somebody you love?
If too, she said,
if you was a little, you would be so pretty, so beautiful.
But
I don't know if that was
that was
the
you're
but.
brown as fuck. So
Which is crazy. I don't know, man. I like being dark skinned, man. But you know what's crazy? Even with all this racism out here, it's the best time to be alive to be a dark skinned nigga, man.
Really?
All that reparation pussy. Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's everywhere.
Right. How do you feel about Drake?
How do I feel about Drake?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a bitch, but I respect him and I like his music.
Okay.
All right, so let me take out the respect. I think he's a bitch. ... But I like
because of the grooming.
No, I actually didn't think. I thought the whole Kanye West thing was kind of lame, and then I thought he took an L from Pusha T and then started to play the cry wolf like, oh, we don't do that. Like, it's a rap beef, nigga. Everything's fair in beef. And then also you are a deadbeat father because the whole, I don't know if you know what happened.
No, absolutely, dude. I'm a Drake. Like when that Pusha T thing happened, the problem with me is I'm such a fanboy where like whatever happens, I'm like fuck Pusha T because I'm just dude.
You can't say fuck him.
I'm a fanboy, dude. I just go along with whatever.
He took that L, which is fine. We all take L's. I'm not even mad about that. But it's the fact that after he took the L, he tried to play this game like, oh, I'm the victim. No, you're not the victim, Drake. You're just like everybody else. I'm not gonna say you're worse. I'm not gonna say you're better. Just like everybody else. You wasn't playing victim when you gave Meek Mill that L. So
yeah.
It's like I don't like that. And then also the whole Kanye West thing, like I forgot
because they were supposed to record together, right? And then so Drake felt that Kanye took the information he gave him,
and then we find out looking back, it was somebody
in Drake's camp
that got out, and then he tried to play Kanye, and he never apologized. And then he talked about Kim, and he hinted at the fact that he might be sleeping with Kim. That's some bitch nigga shit right there.
I heard he's talking to what's her name.
Which one? One of the Kardashians.
Is it Tyga or no? It's Goosebumps, the guy who made that song, "Birds in a Trap."
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Yeah,
Travis Scott's ex.
Oh, that one.
I just saw that like on Snapchat the other day.
But isn't she having or had Travis Scott baby?
They got a kid. They got I think the kid's like 2 or something like that. But they're not together anymore.
Oh my goodness, man!
I mean, Travis, a rapper and a Kardashian. You think it's gonna last? But Kanye and Kim have been.
Yeah, but that is an anomaly. And to be fair, they made it a pretty long time. But I don't know how much longer Kim's gonna keep up putting up with Kanye West craziness. And I'm a Kanye West fan. I'm a huge fanboy.
I used to not, but then I don't know. The last few years, I kind of like
greatness. You just finally accepted.
Yeah, dude. It's like it opened. He's so he can do what the fuck he wants, and it's like. He's so ahead of everybody.
This is why I was actually thinking about this today. You know how crazy life is? That people are crapping on Kanye West for being crazy, which he is a little bit. He's not crazy. He has mental illness. I respect that now. I got a white girlfriend, so now I got to respect that.
Yeah.
So he has mental illness. But even then, I'm like, damn, nigga. That nigga still does whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
Wears what he wants. Wears
what he wants. Says what he wants. Does what he wants. I mean, that's the life, man.
Even my buddy, he sent a picture of him because they were at that gala or something. He was wearing them work.
I know you're talking about them baggy clothes.
Them work. I forgot what they're called. Not the monkey. Not Ben something. The other stuff that people wear. Whatever the work. Carhartt. Like I don't know.
Cardio.
Or Carhartt. Cardio.
Not
no.
cardio.
That's what you try to do. Go to the gym. But Carhartt.
God damn. I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Carhartt. Because there's Ben Davis and Carhartt. Now I remember.
Okay.
So it was something like, it might have not even been Carhartt, but that style of clothing, just like kind of work clothing. And everybody else was, I don't know. And then he sent me the pictures pissed off. Like, man, what the fuck is Kanye wearing this for? And it's like, but he's still, you took enough time out of your day to screenshot, send me the picture where he's like, man, I don't know. And now, did you see what he did at that? Was it a prison? He went to the prison or something like that? And he was just at this is crazy, man. He was just at that church with Joel Osteen, right?
Yep, exactly.
And then it's like, a year ago, did you see that meme he put up? He was like, he said something even like, good thing Jesus forgives, because he put it was a split of one of him and Lil Pump. What they did that. You such a fucking hoe, and now him like being Christian. He's like good thing Jesus forgives. And I was like, because that was just a year ago.
I've been thinking about this shit since it happened. I'm like, damn nigga, you was talking about almost less than a year ago. Fucking being a freaking fucking bitches to God is king. I'm like, damn nigga, that's a big 180, bro. A big ass 180. You know what I think it is, bro? I've been saying this for a while. Actually, I don't think this is. I just think it's funny to say. Because I grew up as a Christian kid. Because sometimes
I grew up Catholic.
Exactly.
Look, yeah. I mean, I'm not anymore, but I still rap.
Exactly. Sometimes you just party too hard. You like, damn nigga. Well, I bust this nut already, so might as well go ahead and get back to get back right with God, just in case. That's all it is. My friend asked me if I think he's gonna stay Christian. I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
Who knows with him? Who knows with him?
Let me phrase that. I didn't mean to say he's gonna be Christian,
but he's not gonna be
not
so
die hard. Yeah,
as die hard he is. Yeah, dude, because he's always always like, what was this thing? What was the last 3 years? He went MAGA, such a fucking hoe, Christian, and I don't even know what's going on before that.
First of all, Kanye West might have a sex addiction. You can't be Christian and be fucking these hoes while you got a wife. There's not no way around that shit. So he's gonna have to choose something.
Oh, he's still fucking hoes?
I don't know, but
sure.
I would bet a lot of money I would bet a lot of money he's still fucking.
And I didn't know Kim. Kim only had the first kid, right? Physically, like the other kid, she didn't birth them. She got a surrogate, and they grew in another woman's belly. That's why she hasn't, got off. Or I think it was the first one, but the other ones were just surrogates.
Okay,
so they didn't have. You want to have kids?
Damn, nigga, let's go. But yes, I do want to have kids. And then also, nigga, how much money do you gotta have? He's like, yeah, nigga, I'm not even gonna have this baby.
I gotta have this I gotta have this Mexican chick or what? I don't know what it was. I'm assuming it was a maid. You know what I mean? I'm just assuming it was a maid. He's like, Consuela, come over here. Like,
that's so funny. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do I want to? I want to have a kid, but I don't think I want to just waste these 9 months of my life. And I'm just
you're not gonna get pregnant, dude.
Now I'm talking about is Kim. Like Kim's like, I just don't think. Can I have a kid and just like keep living life? No, Kim, that doesn't. What if I have a lot of money? We'll find a way. We'll find a way.
You know what? We'll talk to your PR guy. Actually, you know what? And then, dude, because
I want to. Oh shit, that was a lot of feedback. I definitely want to have a kid. Definitely want to have a kid.
Do you want to have more than one kid?
So I'm in this weird place with like, and this is just a dumb thought, but I either want to have one kid
or like seven,
somebody shit like that. I don't want to have 2 or 3. I just want to have like, I wouldn't mind having one kid. I've also thought about adopting. Because my fear is too.
I thought about that before too.
I also don't want to raise them in the beginning. So I kind of want to mind.
With the first 2 years. Oh, so you want to grab one in that's it'll be broken in, like some jeans or something, right? Yeah.
Like 3 or 4
pre-washed kids.
So I want a white girl. I thought about that. I want a Asian boy, Chinese boy. These are all the people I want to adopt. White girl, Chinese boy, black boy, of course, and those are the 3 kids I'll probably adopt. And maybe a Hispanic girl, too.
A Hispanic girl?
Yeah, 2 girls.
Why the Asian boy?
I don't know. I just think that should be dope, man. Just want to do some racist shit with my Asian son, bro. This is good. Be going to karate class and shit. Like, damn, nigga, this is what you're born to do, bro.
This is you.
I'm dead ass here. And then, like, I don't know what and I also think it'd just be super funny to be walking down the street in a non-creepy way, but everybody think we just with a white girl, like 2 or 3, just holding her hand. People are like, what the fuck is this
going on, dude?
Like, hey man, stop being creepy. This is my daughter, okay?
Yeah.
This is the love of my life. I would never do anything to her. I just think that's just a funny, fuck you to society. I really want that.
Because people are used to seeing the Mexican lady or not Venezuelan, like Honduran lady with the now it's like you're like used to it, or you know what I mean, like things like that. But something like that,
I'm telling you, can you imagine me being like 35, a little bit blacker, and just old in the face, and just have this 2-year-old beside me? I'm like, hey, honey, come here, honey. Be like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Like white, blonde hair, blue eyes,
and not to. And here's the thing, that would be the joke in it. But I will also still love it. I'm not even trying to be like, I'm not that guy who's like, yeah, nigga, I'm going to invest really hard in this one punchline. Nah, I actually love it, take care of it. I just also think it'd be just fun to walk up and down the street with my white daughter.
With your white daughter and your Asian son.
My
and
Asian
the Mexican. The Mexican's going to be a daughter too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want a Mexican
and
boy.
And then black
dude.
boy.
Okay. Yeah.
The Hispanic girl scares me, but at the same time, I don't know.
It shouldn't be bad. I'm Hispanic.
They're
girl.
all gonna be bad. If I'm rich and they're adopted, they're not gonna give a fuck about me.
You gotta get a nanny too.
Oh man, hopefully I'm not fucking that nanny.
Huh?
But here's the thing.
It's hard not to.
I've talked to my girlfriend about this. So if I have a girlfriend at the time, probably more than likely you're not gonna adopt. Especially if like everything's going like they're gonna want to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my fear though, because I'm a man, and also this is just me spitballing for the podcast. This probably won't happen. I'm gonna be with my girlfriend forever. Now I said that just in case she listens. Now here's the thing. Let's say I'm out in life, I'm killing it, I'm living like a young man that has money. I'm like, man, but I want to have kids out, cause my fear is I don't want to be that old guy who's just not having a kid.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
dude.
how do you find the middle ground? It's adoption. Everybody wins. You know, if you're doing well, you adopt a kid that's like 5 or 6. You miss them bullshit years. He's gonna love you because he needs a father.
Yeah, dude.
You got money.
That's
to take
all you.
care
That's
of
all
him.
you got.
And
All you got. Yeah.
And then if you're like 35, 40-ish, and he's like 5, that's the perfect time. You get to play basketball with him. You get to play catch with him. Same with your girl. You get to, I don't know what you do with girls with a father, but I do something with her. You know what I'm saying? That's the
I don't know what you
perfect
do,
5 to like 12 is that perfect time. Like you get all the beauty of it. And then they be 13, 14,
They
you
hate
got money.
you. They hate you for a few years. In their
then
20s, they become friendly with you again.
Yeah. And then by the time they're 20, if you get them at 35 and you get them at 5, when they're 20, you're like 50. You're 50, 55-ish. You're still pretty much a young.
Chill. You could drink with them
Yeah,
or something like that.
That's a good
go
time.
out. Yeah, that's a good. I like that.
I thought about this. I really do want to adopt some kids. Now, here's the thing. I don't think any girl's gonna let you adopt kids.
No, dude.
Unless she's like forced something like that.
Yeah,
But because they all want to have babies themselves.
they do.
Yeah.
It's like most girls I meet that I would know years ago. They're like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. All of a sudden, they're like, that clock starts cooking in. They want to have a kid.
And then this is also my thing is also, I think I already said this, but I'm not sure. Like I do want to adopt because of the fact that I would love to be a single father. It just change the narrative. Just have 4 dead ass it. Just to change the narrative and be a dope father. I want to be a dope father because my dad was awful, so I want to be better than him. Adopt kids, be on the road with my kids, take them everywhere I want. I have to answer to nobody. You know, homeschool them. You know,
Leave him in the green room.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe let my son go up open for me at 12 and 13. Then it's like breeding this
It'll be like the
prodigy.
Wayans.
That's what I'm saying. I thought about this. But this is all theory because I'm in love with a beautiful Jewish lady and I plan on making her have my kids.
Yeah, dude. I want to. This is me. I'm indifferent about having kids at this point. So if I have a kid, I have a kid. If I don't, I don't. But a year ago, dude, I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to get somebody pregnant. I don't know.
I heard that. What was a year ago for you? 33, 34?
34 probably.
Yeah, that's about that time.
And I was just like, and I'm Mexican too, so I don't know.
Your body like, yeah, nigga,
I just want to come in
that.
women. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, that's racist, but you can say
it's, dude. Look, man, Mexicans be getting people pregnant. Like,
oh yeah. You know what's funny? I was talking to another one of my friends who's about your age, and we never talk about the fact that men get baby crazy too a little bit between like what 32 to 37.
That's what it was then. All right.
Oh man,
yeah.
I've had so I was talking to one of my other friends, this white guy, cool guy. He was telling me he was like 33. He told me this 2 years ago, so he was about 30. He's probably like 32 now. My other friend's 30, 31, and you're like, what, 34, right?
35.
35. So, yeah, men get baby crazy too. And we never talk about it. It's like, oh, man, I want a kid. I seriously want a kid. I want to raise them to be dope as fuck. I've thought about this. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of my friends have kids.
And God, don't let me have 2 boys and like my wife leaves me and some shit and I got enough money to keep them. Oh my God.
Dude, that's a little crew, dude.
Huh?
That's like a little crew. You, your 2 boys.
Man, I'm trying to fuck some shit up with my sons, bro. Teach them to be bad, but not that bad. But like, understand society's fucked up, so you gotta be able to be a little bit fucked up to succeed. You know, just teach them in and out. You know, let them watch Godfather off back like 3, 4. Like, hey, this is who you need to be. Sometimes shit gotta get done. All right, money over everybody. Fuck these people. I just want to like just have them train and like they're 15, 16. They're out here making all that
killers.
money.
Yeah.
I mean, not actual. They knew you didn't mean actual killers.
Yeah, I didn't mean killers, like killing the game, not murderers. But I don't know now. I did decide that I don't want to wear condoms anymore. I don't know. That's a new thing I'm doing.
You just decided that? Nigga, I decided that shit at 12 before I was even fucking.
I decided that in July.
So you've been wearing condoms this whole time?
Well, not really. but now I'm not even buying. Well, like now I don't even want to buy. Like honestly, all right. So I wear condoms. If a girl asks me to wear condoms, I wear condoms, right?
Of course.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Canceled. No, I will. But if it's like, but now it's like, now I'm thinking I want to be at the point where if a girl asks me to wear a condom, I'm like, I ain't gonna sleep with you. Like, I'm thinking about just being like, all right, well, it's not gonna happen. So I don't know, man. Like, there's an old Sam Kinison bit where he talks about it. He's like, what does he say? He says something like, why would you fuck the pussy if you don't trust the pussy, or something in the bit? The bit's pretty bad. It's pretty dated. I listened to it the other day. You know, he starts off with the F word and AIDS or something. But anyways,
Why? Well, yeah, that's also the dumbest. Yeah, thing. Sam Kinison's a genius, but that premise is not a good premise. Why you want to fuck the pussy? Because it's pussy. Who cares if it's good pussy? That's why we have condoms. That's the middle ground.
But I kind of get what he was saying. Is like, man, why am I spending time and energy with somebody that, let's say, all right, I had a rule a year ago. I told myself, it was like, all right, I'm not gonna have sex with any women that, if I happen to get them pregnant, if my reaction isn't like, oh, whatever, like shrug my shoulders, like, okay, fuck, I got her pregnant. If it's anything worse than that, like if there's any reaction where like I got a chick pregnant, I was like, oh no, like I can't sleep with that chick. That was a rule I kind of set for myself, because there was a point where I was just.
I get that, but I think so. But the problem with that is I couldn't put that rule in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because like at 23, there's a lot of girls that I might hook up with that I'm like, I do not want to give her a baby. Not even because she's bad, just like that would fuck up my whole life. Dude. That, and then also here's the thing, man. Everybody can't be 10s. Let's be honest, all of them can't be 10s.
And 10s, man, it's a lot of baggage with 10s, dude. Like, it's a lot of, like...
Exactly.
You know, if you're at a club, there's a lot of attention. You got to deal with things. Somebody... it's a lot, dude. You know what I mean?
Everybody's trying to fuck your bitch is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to deal with that.
And I was at a club I was at a concert 2 nights ago.
St. John,
pretty fire concert. And then we was walking, and it was me, Louise, and it was these baddies. First of all, best thing about having a girlfriend is you get to look at like brides and relax, because you know you don't have to do anything about it. Yeah, that's the best part about it. Because that's pretty cool. It's the best part, right? Because when you're single, you look at them and
I gotta do. There's a pressure, right?
It's 100%.
I'll tell you what happened in a second about this girl's house I went to. Okay.
Oh, so it was this little Hispanic chick, beautiful, like a little bit pale, pretty much half naked. Like dark sea blue eyes. I've never seen something like that. Just shining. Walk past. She was super pretty.
Like that movie with LL Cool J.
Exactly. Walk past slowly. Then she walked past again. But I looked at it twice, and me and Luis had the same thought. I was like, "Oh, fuck that bitch." You can look in her eyes and tell she knows what she is, and she has no emotion about it. A girl that's gonna ruin you.
Killer.
A killer. And that's what comes with 10s. There's a lot of 10s out there that know.
They know, dude. Yeah. Because they've been getting it their whole life, dude. They didn't have every dude. Like, what was that? There's that Chris Rock bit where he's talking about, like, he was like, oh, everybody's so nice. They don't understand, like, certain women don't understand the premise of a dude being nice to you. And like, oh, I don't get it. He's like, yeah, because you were 13, every dude you met's been trying to fuck you. You know what I mean? So it's like open doors, things like that. And it, you know, if she gets scooped up or whatever, it'll be good. It's sometimes when some of them will get older and they never, you know, and they lose the looks or something like that.
That's my biggest problem with Instagram, society in general, but Instagram and social media, because I was talk about this with a friend of mine. We don't really see the effects of social media we're not gonna see the effects until about 10 years from now, when we watch a lot of these women watch the validation that. Whatever validation they get from social media, some of them, and men too. This is not. I don't even really need to make it a woman thing. Men and women. 10 years from now, when we watch a lot of human beings watch their value like actually go down, because that's all social media is. It's like we're showing you exactly how much value. 300 likes, 400 likes, 200 likes. That's what we value this picture in your life. And then you're gonna watch as you get older. A lot of these people are gonna get less and less likes. The depression's gonna go up, because you just like it's like really somebody putting a price tag on your life. That's what social media is. Oh, you got 1,000 views. That means 1,000 people care about you. 10 years later, oh, you got 500 views. That means 500 people really just stop caring about you.
Yeah.
So but we won't know that for at least another 10, 15 years, when like as we grow up and go, oh my goodness, this is what this is really doing to me. This is why I'm so depressed, because I see people not caring about me. So yeah, I don't know what you said to.
I think I wrote something down.
Oh, you talk about
I don't even know. I can't even read this.
You talk about the girl getting older. Yeah.
Okay, no, actually, now I remember what I was going to talk about. You saw that girl, right? You were saying you had a girlfriend. There was no pressure for you to talk to the girl. Sometimes I kind of still feel this pressure where, like, man, I feel like I gotta talk to this chick, or I gotta do like the other day or whatever. In recent times, and at one time in my life.
Yeah. So yeah, that day by day, I mean 5 years ago.
This is this is the thing. We're doing this podcast now. It's like there's this one girl that I was talking to, and
she listened to the podcast.
I don't know if she did or not, but it was like all of a sudden, like I didn't hear from her. Like,
you are truly just setting yourself up for failure. It sounds like.
Fuck, dude. It is what. Well, man. I mean, the ones that stick around after, then they'll be better. I guess. But anyways, all right. Look. So I was going to this girl's house, right? And I was like, I kind of didn't want to go to her house, but I got pressure from my friends, like, hey, you should try to sleep with her. And I didn't, man. I really didn't. But it was in the back of my head. It's like, well, she invited me. I should go try to sleep with her. And then,
isn't that low key the gay thing we do as man?
Yeah, dude.
As man, we do. Which is, as man, we do this thing like, oh man, I gotta fuck this bride for my home.
Yeah, dude. How many times, dude? Like
my friend, I'm giving my friend William Boutique has this bit. It's so funny. He goes, it's really gay because the first time as soon as I put my dick in a girl's, as soon as I put my dick inside a girl, the first thing I think is, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to tell
my friends.
I
can't, dude. I can't. Like, especially, I mean, new wimp pussy.
What'd you say?
New pussy, dude. I gotta say, that's how I naturally talk. I was gonna say women, but I don't know. It felt a fraud to say. I would never be my friends and be like a new woman that I personally courted. Like, no, dude.
This is the problem with doing podcasts in this day and time. Cause we're
pussy. Sorry.
Because we're such in the middle of this Me Too era and this council era. It's like even as I'm talking, because I'm a pretty vulgar guy, but I mean well.
Yeah,
I don't do anything bad to people, but even then, like, damn, they're taking people's careers for me trying to be funny with you in our living room.
Yeah,
you know
dude,
what I'm saying?
it's like,
that's crazy.
Canceled. You know what I mean? But at least I think for the most part, people kind of know how I am, so it's not like I'm clean, and then whatever. Like,
neither
I'm
am
Giovanni, dude.
Some of my best jokes about fucking somebody in their nose. So.
Oh yeah, dude, the nose fucking. Dude, she was offering you cocaine, right? Yeah, man. Girls who do cocaine are wild. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, going to the girl's house. Yeah, for your friend. So I went to this chick's house, right? And at one point I was like, man, do I make a move on her? But then at one point I actually, you know what I did? I stopped. I pulled back, and I think I started talking about a different girl. So like I kind of not killed it on purpose, but and it felt like, 'cause I just wanted to go to honestly, I wanted to go to McDonald's that day and eat. And
I felt that.
Yeah, but I felt like this pressure in my back of my head, like I got to go and try to sleep. And it's like, and it was like a relief afterwards.
I
was
get
like,
that.
Like, yeah, like I didn't, because I really didn't want to, dude.
So
and I was sober.
Gonna sound
and I was sober too. If I had any drinks in me, dude, I would have probably fucking, yeah.
So this is gonna sound kind of whack, but the best part for me coming outside of the honeymoon stage of a relationship is now I don't have to fuck all the time.
Yeah,
and
dude.
you know what your partner likes, so now you can kind of just get it out the way type thing.
Yeah.
Because I think the best part about a relationship, especially being a young man who's trying to be productive, is like, as a man, like, you do want to fuck, but I was trying to convince my guy, there's a lot of energy into trying to get pussy.
Yes.
And the cool thing about having a relationship that's kind of getting, it's not, my relationship's so young, it's a year, and we still kind of have the honeymoon type thing, that whole, we're just young and fucking, but we're kind of getting closer to the point, like, okay, we don't need to fuck every night. We don't need to fuck every other night. We can fuck when we just horny. And that way it kind of allows me to go, okay, I know where my pussy's at. And then now with all that being said, I can go be really productive. I can go to the gym. I can go to work. I can read my books. I don't have to worry about, oh, fuck, I gotta work 10 extra hours to have money to ball out on Saturday and Sunday. For women, I don't even care about. That's the cool thing about being a
yeah, dude. That's man, and that's a lot of energy. Like I noticed, I have friends who do that, and me, I was like a year ago, I was spending all this time, and that's because we talked about it last time, but I'll summarize basically. What opened my eyes, the whole Miami thing. I went to Miami one night, spent $4,000 on strippers. We talked about it last time. But anyways, after that, after when I came back and I was so broken for those sweet. And I was broke. My bank account was negative for weeks. I drained all my bank accounts, right? And I made the money back, but I was like, maybe it's like, man, I don't have time and money to be spending on stuff like that. And it kind of like so that's why I go back to the no condom thing, because it's like, look, the no condom is kind of a metaphor. Basically, the condom is like, all right, that's a chick I'm spending time and energy that I don't want to wear a condom. I want to wear I wouldn't. Basically, if I get her pregnant or something like that, I don't know. I shouldn't be spending time and energy on this woman that
people who
I kind of just want to fuck, and that's it, dude.
No,
and,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
And I am just fuck. I think you like. I don't want to spend energy on a person that if something was to happen, I wouldn't want to see them after this moment.
Yeah,
I get that.
And it's like, man, and I don't have that much time anymore now. You know what I mean? Doing this podcast and the comedy things. So I have very limited. Like I have sort of some Saturdays, kind of Fridays, and that's it. Like Monday to Thursday, I really can't, unless I make time sometimes for certain people. But I'll tell you, I'll tell you after.
That's funny. This has been a lot of inside jokes about things we can't talk about.
I know that's fucked up, and maybe in a few minutes I could talk about it, but this is too fresh.
Yeah,
too
nigga,
fresh.
we ain't trying to get you killed out here on this podcast.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to stay alive. I mean, I have a concealed carry, but still, dude, I ain't trying to use it, dude.
Not even slightly.
No.
Where you from?
I was born in L.A.
Oh, you was born in L.A.?
I was born in. I used to want to go back to L.A. I don't know if you've been in L.A. lately. Don't.
Really?
It's a fucking shithole, dude.
It's on fire. I keep hearing this all the time. It's on fire.
Fire, homeless people, fucking taxes. Like Illinois is bad with taxes, but California, man, they have nice weather. Weed is legal. Weed's gonna be legal here soon. It's not as good as it was in Colorado. There's still a black market because they don't. I don't know, but what the fuck?
Oh, you said it's a black market. What do you mean by that?
Well, let's say when they legalize weed here in Illinois, people are still going to be selling weed on the black market. You're still going to, because they're not going to make it like easily accessible. They're going to be, the politicians here are very greedy. So they're going to be, certain places, certain, very super like regulated, like versus Colorado. I think people in Colorado just buy weed. They just buy weed. They don't buy it from a drug dealer anymore because it's accessible. But places where they legalize it and it's still like, makes it hard. People like, all right, I'm just gonna buy it from, whatever, because the dispensaries are gonna sell to the regular customers, and they're gonna have the backdoor customers sell, and they're gonna be reselling to other people.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So then it's like, so who will see what happens? What is it? January 1st, they're legalizing. We live in Illinois. They're gonna be legalizing weed, and then, but how Illinois is, Illinois.
No, you said.
But anyways, I was born in LA. I moved here. We moved here. Actually, my dad moved here first, ahead of us, and then me and my mom moved here when I was like 6, and then I would actually spend the summers basically, and I'd go back after school, either at least a month or the whole summer I'd spend in LA. So I kind of, I had a little relationship with it, and I used to want to move back to LA for a while, but now I only go to visit family, and that's it, dude. Like I like going to the comedy store and sitting there like on a Wednesday watching all the comics. You get to see like 5 or 6 headliners that you would pay to see at the Chicago Theater. You see them at the store. And it's awesome. But now, besides that, dude, it's like I'll visit, but the traffic's horrible. There's homeless people. Like it's gotten like I drove with my friend before. He didn't believe me what Skid Row was. Skid Row is an encampment of all homeless people. It's just like,
oh my god, it's
like a homeless room, and it's gotten worse since I showed him a few years ago. And I was like, look,
why is the homeless problem so bad in LA?
I don't.
Is it just the best place to be homeless?
It's just like, well, there's one where there's always been a lot of homeless people, right? Like if you go to Venice, there's a bunch of homeless people on the street, on the beach, things like that. They're everywhere because it's like there's no harsh winter to, kill them. I don't know, or they die. I don't know. There's not a lot of homeless. There's less homeless people when there's. That's not what I meant. Maybe it was. But when it's cold weather, man, winter's brutal. You know what I mean? And it's like, not everybody's going to make it through it. But, you can stay out all the time in that type of... The weather's beautiful, but I forgot. But it's worse. Like, they're not doing anything about it. They're like... I think the politicians just kind of talk about it, but they don't do shit. And then it's just gotten worse and worse. Like, San Francisco's really bad. Like, people are shitting on the street. There's needles everywhere. But,
wow.
But LA's always been shitty. There's like... graffiti and barbed wire on the freeway signs, and that's been there since I was like fucking like a little kid. There's always barbed wire.
Grew up in LA too.
Like I would spend summers there. So I came here, we came here, and then all of my mom's family is in LA, and a good amount of my dad's family is in LA, and I have some family in Colorado. And then basically I grew up over there on the burbs, like Waukegan, Highwood for a little bit. So basically Waukegan. I grew up in Waukegan.
And then went back on the summers. Back in the summers.
In the summers, I go to up until maybe I was 16 or 17, and then now I go back maybe like every 2 years to visit family or things like that, or somebody dies. I'll go over there.
Okay. So let me ask you this, because so people keep telling me the same thing about LA, that it's like burning down, and it's coming to the end of whatever that is, the greatness of LA. And I hear the same thing. I don't hear the same thing about New York, but people aren't as impressed. So people keep saying Chicago might be the next thing, especially when it comes to like show business. That like everybody's just gonna start coming here.
Look, yeah, because this is the thing with New York and places like California. Like Illinois is greedy, right? So they'll tax the shit out of things. Like California got greedy, so they overtax things, and then like the biz moves to go to film in Arkansas or Canada and things like that. So you'll notice that. And then LA, I mean, LA has Hollywood and a lot of, the business is there. And then, but Chicago, like I wouldn't want to move anywhere from Chicago for a long time. You know what I mean?
Because of the winter?
I don't, I like Chicago. Look, I love Chicago, and there's a lot of stage time, and then there's a lot of talent. And there's a lot of good show. Like, I don't know. I have no reason to move anytime. Like,
oh, you say you're not moving away from Chicago. I thought you said I wouldn't move to Chicago.
Oh, no, I don't. Well, I would always like to live a little bit outside of the city limits. Whenever I come into Cook County, I feel like, I don't like it, dude. I feel like I get a ticket, and then, I don't know, man. Just like, Cook County tries to fuck you.
Try. Cook County has definitely bit me over a few times, bro. I'm like, damn, I thought rape was illegal, bro.
Dude, that fucking, like, what shit's fucked up when you go around the city. You got things that's fucked up. But then when it comes to, like, getting money and tickets, they got automated fucking cameras that fucking warrant, like, speeding. Like, when it comes to getting their money, you got...
and they get their money,
their parking and things like that. Like, yeah, dude, they about get their money, but, like, where does it go? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude. That's... And it's funny because Illinois is so corrupt. Like, we have, 2 governors that went to jail. And Chicago is pretty... They're just known as the Chicago way, like, the way to do business. It's a corrupt-ass city.
It is.
It's a great city. Like, they had, Daley for how many years? He was fucking the king of Chicago.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful city. But
it's a gorgeous city. And it's just like you said, it's just corrupt. And hopefully, eventually, they change it, which is crazy because it's so, like nice and liberal, but our politicians are just like, and they're not liberal. That could be a liberal place, but they're like, yeah. But when it comes to this money, we're real conservative about that shit, bro.
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like everybody that gets in the office in Chicago all of a sudden is like they just fucking.
Which makes me wonder how much money is coming through Chicago. Like, god damn. And then we can't get none of that money to go out west or south side or Humboldt Park. It's just got to be right here in the middle of Chicago.
Yeah, dude. I'd say, I don't know, man. I'd say fire half the staff, but that's me. Or
What'd you say?
I'd say fire half the politicians or cut it in half, but that's me, dude.
I don't know enough about politics to give you an answer.
I don't know, but I don't know. You grew up in, you told me last time, you were born in the South, but then you grew up in the West Side, right?
Other way around. I was born here. I mean, close enough. I was born here, but I was raised in Georgia.
Oh, you were raised in Georgia.
So I was raised in Georgia, came back up here around high schoolish, and then been here since high school.
Okay. Where in Georgia? Were you in a big city, small place?
No, I was all over the place, but Stone Mountain is where I was at for most of it. Then I was in Stone Mountain, Decatur, then the small place called Lobo. I was in Lobo, Georgia before I came up here.
Oh, okay.
A little small little suburb city.
A suburb city?
City.
How'd you like Georgia?
I loved it. I loved it. It was cool. I got in a lot of trouble.
For what?
For what? How much more time do we have? Stealing, fighting, drug. No, I never got in trouble for drugs. I mean, that's not true. Stealing, fighting.
What do you mean drugs, though?
No, I didn't get in trouble for drugs.
Oh, okay.
I really thought about that. As I said. Shoplifting, hanging out with the wrong people, bringing shit to school I wasn't supposed to, being a class clown. I was just in trouble. But what's crazy, I was a good kid.
Okay.
And all my teachers say he's a good kid. He just needs attention. And that's all it was. Just needed attention.
Yeah.
But I got
your mom was working, right?
All the time. 40 plus hours. I mean, 40 easily. Probably 50 plus hours.
What'd your mom do growing up?
Still does it. I think she's the secretary for the IRS.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what that really means. I guess she just types some shit.
Okay.
That's it.
I don't know. My aunt works for Social Security for I don't know how many years. Yeah. So
I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. Mm-hmm. So she's been the secretary for IRS. We always been poor. I don't know what she does with the money. Never been good at it. I think drinks a lot of it. Probably blows the other half, but most of it been.
Does
poor.
she gamble? You have an uncle who's a gambler, right?
Yeah, I got an uncle. I got a few uncles that gamble. They don't do as much now because they're getting older. But when they was younger, they used to tell me how they used to just go in the corners and gamble all the time, make some money. And I got an uncle who just got out of jail who I know goes to the casino a decent amount. I think he might even lives off of it.
Yeah?
So, yeah. My mom, no, she doesn't gamble. Only thing she does is she's a big drinker. That's it. Same with my father.
What does she drink?
I don't know.
No?
Good question.
Do you know how your mom and dad met? Just because I recorded with Tito and he was telling me how they met and blah, blah, blah. And I realized I have no idea how my fucking parents met. And Tito, I think he's a lot closer with his family than I am because he was like, my mom met me like this and that and like that. And I was like, and that next day I was like, how the fuck did my parents meet? I don't think I've even had. So no, you don't know, right?
No, but my parents are such kind of like not they're so like all over the place. They've always told me little bits and pieces about it, but none of it adds up and it's all creepy. It's all creepy.
What do you mean creepy?
I remember one time riding with my dad. He was like, and my dad's a joker. He likes to make jokes at random places. So he was just feeling stuff like, yeah. He was telling me about life and shit. He's like, yeah, you know how you got here? I was like, bang, bang, and you was here. I was like, what? What does that mean? Like, yeah, nigga, that's how you got here. Bang, bang, that's how you got here. Like, what? I swear to God, told me this on the car ride. We was talking about God. How do you go from God to bang, bang? Don't know, but that's what happened.
He's like, I created you. I can take you away.
Oh my goodness. And my mom doesn't really say shit about him. My mom doesn't really fuck with him.
I remember there was a guy that was courting my mom because I recently kind of met this dude because this dude has like a business. He has a small business. I don't know, something to do with cleaning. This is a mop, a new to mop signal. And then because I went back to because my aunt is like part of that guy's family or something. My family friend married my uncle.
You talking about your father right now or your mom?
No, this is my mom. So my mom. So I go back to California for something, right? And that's a dude. I was like, oh, that's the guy that because my grandma says like, oh, that's the guy I wanted your mom to be with. He successfully has a business, but then she went with my dad. So because it's funny because the guy was like, he had his shit together, blah blah blah. But my mom chose to go with the wild side and go with Lobo. Lobo. That's my dad's nickname is Lobo too. That's how I got my name through my dad.
They call you Lobo?
Yeah, that's why I did the Lobo then. Yeah, because this is what happened. My dad's name is Lobo. He was a Lobo Tejano. That was his name, right, growing up. And then we got a dog. And we named the dog Lobo. It was a Rottweiler. But he got sent to Arizona because he bit some people.
If that's not the most Mexican shit I've ever heard, he got sent to Arizona because he bit some people. That is so funny. That might be the most Mexican shit.
Hey, you know what I did? My parents hated tattoos. They fucking hated them, especially like my mom. So when I was 18, I went to this shitty ass tattoo shop in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and they gave me a quote for a tattoo. I don't know if you see, I have a tattoo on my back that says Lobo.
No, I can't, but I trust you.
Okay, so I got this little tattoo that says Lobo, right? I'll put a picture up when I release the podcast, which I should not lose because I'm gonna go home and put this on my hard drive and in the cloud and leave one on here, which I'm doing now. Thank you, St. James. Anyways, fucking idiot. Anyways, so then I go to this tattoo shop. They quote me this big kind of back tattoo. You seen the guy from Sublime? He has a tattoo on his back, like this. All right, something like that size, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. I go back the next day, and all of a sudden, the $200. He's like, no, actually, I think I misquoted you. It's gonna be this big. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, but it was supposed to be this big. It's like, well, it's gonna be $400 or something like that. And I was like, and in my head, I thought, man, if I don't get a tattoo right now, I'll never get a tattoo. And I was like, fuck it, just fucking I wonder what it's grabbing. I don't know. Anyways, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just give me the tattoo. And I got the tattoo. I got it out of spite. I got a tattoo that says Lobo, which is my dog's name. So it's basically I got it kind of knowing like, all right, this is my dog's name, but it's my dad's name and whatever, dude. So I got that tattoo out of spite, the Lobo tattoo, because my parents got rid of my dog and I was pissed off at them. So
how old was you when you got the
18.
Oh, okay. Right.
As soon as I was able, yeah, I drove, I was 18. You were able to get a tattoo at it. Do you have any tattoos?
Nah, I'm pussy about it.
Oh,
I don't like needles. I also just don't. This is gonna sound real gay. This is gonna sound really bad. I can't keep saying gay because people start thinking
he's canceled.
Yeah. Now this is a pussy thing about me. I just don't know. It's nothing I want bad enough to put on my body that I want to see every day. It's just that simple. I know that's the easy out, but here's the thing. It took me 20 minutes to decide what I want to eat. I can't get a tattoo.
A tattoo, yeah. And I'm trying to think of my tattoos I got now. I got Lobo.
And you know it's crazy? And a lot of girls tell me I would look good with a tattoo. And I think I think that could be me, but it's just not me. I'm just not that guy.
Yeah, because it's on there for life. And then when you get old,
I like glasses too much, bro. I just
glasses.
I like glasses and I like sweater vests. It's just I'm not that guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, like glasses with a tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, no. So that's a thing, but I just like I don't like that look. I like glasses, like a nice haircut, like a nice little button up. I'm a clean cut type of guy. Sometimes.
Okay.
And every now and then I switch it up, but for the most part, that's what I like. I like sweater vests. I like ties. I like glasses. I kind of like that type of tie. So tattoo's never been a thing that I'm like, oh, I need to have a tattoo.
Yeah, and all my tattoos are not visible unless I'm like my shirt's off.
But that's if I was to get a tattoo, that's how I want to get them.
Okay.
Cause that's how that was a fire. It's like, oh damn, St. James is real good. Take off your shirt. Damn nigga, did that
Oh
nigga kill somebody?
like the Japanese hayakuzas or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. They you can't see them, and then all of a sudden they're all tatted up.
So if I was to get tatted up, it would be like that. Like you can't see it unless I took my t-shirt off.
Yeah. So only honestly, only certain females have seen me. Well, when I was in my 20s, a bunch of people see me because I used to take my clothes off when I would get drunk. I was that dude for like a year.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that dude, bro.
Like I've been naked in parking lots outside, fully naked, dude, in parking lots out. I don't know why, dude. And it's like I feel that's more of a white dude thing. And all of a sudden, I was just like, in the parking lot, I was like, what? It was I don't know if I was proving like, well, you think I won't get fucking naked? I don't even know what the fuck I remember.
First of all, I thought you meant you was that guy to take his shirt off, not that guy to take off his underwear, bro.
I take out the shirt. I don't know. It's when I get aggressive. Mm-hmm. I've done that. Like I've taken a shirt up. Like I was at Denny's, right? Mm-hmm. And there was some dude, and he didn't tip or something like that. And I was like, "What the?" And they were trying to get him to come back in, and I'm drunk, right? Mm-hmm. And I was with my ex-girl at the time and her friends, and this was when my two buddies that were there. We all would hang out together. They're to kind of control me, kind of, right? Because they moved to Texas, the other one to Florida, and this is the first time being out with no supervision. And my girl didn't know. All you gotta do is tell me, hey, it's like, Giovanni, chill out. I would chill out. Like I'd go out to a bar or club. I get pissed. I was like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And my friend would be like, Giovanni, chill out. All right. And then I'd be fine. But so this dude's leaving the Denny's, right? And then they're like telling me, hey, you need to pay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, this waitress is going to get screwed over. So I go out there and I'm like, hey, dude, you need to go back and pay. And he was like, man, don't tell me what the fuck to do or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm starting to get aggressive. And then usually this is when my friends would be like, Giovanni, fucking leave it alone. Let's just fucking eat. Mm-hmm. But my girl was embarrassed. So she kind of just went away. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Fuck you!" Now I go back out. Now I take my shirt off, and I was like, "What motherfucker?" And then we get a fight at the Denny's. I think he comes back inside, and we just start fighting. And then I remember at one point, like the dude loses his phone, right? That like we get in the fight, but then we pulled away. Like I remember the fucking menus or some brochures like flew all over the place. Mm-hmm. So it's funny because some dude. I find his phone, right? And I go back and I go give somebody the phone. I was like, hey, can you guys give him his phone? And then somebody looked at me kind of funny. I was like, no, the guy was just fighting. Like, look, I want to beat his ass, but I don't want to fucking, I'm not a criminal. I don't want to rob the guy, dude. But I'm not. But it was like, I went straight to the shirt. The shirt came off immediately, dude.
And you were drunk?
Yeah, dude. I would never fight somebody sober, dude. And I would never fight anybody, really. Like, I'm not, because usually somebody was there to tell me, I'd have a friend tell me, Giovanni, like, come on, dude, what are you doing? I'd be like, all right, yeah, what am I doing? Mm-hmm. But my girl was like, it was the first time hanging out with me without my friends being there. And then instead of her telling me, like, Giovanni, dude, and I'd be like, usually, I always listen. I'm like, yeah. But she just she was embarrassed.
Yeah, of course.
And went away. And then
didn't know what to
do.
The
Lobo came out. And I was over there
Not the Lobo. Yeah, my father was like, yeah, nigga, what you gonna do? You gonna let the nigga talk to you crazy? And I was like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna let him talk to me crazy. Then I took my shirt off. Then he's like, nigga, you only gonna take your shirt off? Then I took my pants off. Like, yeah, nigga, what you think? He's like, that's your dick? Like, yeah, and it's my father's dick. What?
I'll beat your ass and fuck you. Like Tyson, remember? I don't want to repeat what Tyson said, but
that's funny. And he just started beating his ass. He's like, "This is for my daddy." Hold on, what? What is happening right now?
Oh man, but yeah, I take the fuck, man. I forgot. I forgot what I was saying before. I talking about
drinking. I'm trying to cut down on drinking. I'm just smoking a lot more. I'm trying to cut down on drinking.
I don't know if you might know a rule, but I haven't been drinking since July.
You've been killing it.
I had a shot yesterday, but
I mean that's still what 10 months.
But I didn't even have it to to drink. I had it because like I felt like I might have been getting sick. So I don't know. It's a Mexican.
That's such a Mexican remedy,
the
right there.
tequila, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. So then it was the tequila. So I wanted to get. I asked her for a shot of tequila, and I told the bartender, "You got tequila?" And she's like, "Well, because I want to get a shot." And I mean,
Does that even work? Though?
I don't even know, but she recommended the whiskey honey thing or the Tennessee Jack Daniel's honey. She said anything with honey should be good. So I took a shot. That's it. I took, and then when I left, I bought kombucha. I bought this thing called Oscolium or something. Like you take I gotta take one in a few hours. Every 6 hours, like 12 packs, whatever that is. And I bought some zinc thing. I'm taking every 3 hours. And I hit up my cousin, and my cousin had one antibiotic left. So I went to her crib. I picked up and I took one antibiotic. So then,
so you were fucking up all the over the counter drugs.
like it was. I was like, look, I'm doing everything I can to, and I took an emergency. I took everything I can to not get sick, because I was like, I didn't want to get sick, because it's like. I was with somebody who was
sick. I get
yeah because I was with somebody who was sick, and I was
nigga,
like,
I'm not gonna be like, nigga, what, you want to get sick? What, you a pussy out here? Yeah, you want to get sick?
Come on, dude, get a cold, bitch.
I told my girl, because she getting a little bit sick, and I hate this about her. Probably because my mom used to do the shit, and most young people do the shit. Like, she's like kind of sick, but she'll still walk out with like her zipper like half zipped on her jacket with no hat on after she got out of the shower. I'm like, miss, you just got out the shower. Your hair's wet. She's like, yeah, but I'm like, can you at least zip up your fucking jacket? Like, you're sick and you're going out to get more sick than to beg me to come over so you can kiss me in the mouth so I can be sick. And I hate being sick. I hate it, bro. Because when I get sick, my body does not recover fast. If I'm sick, I'm down for a week.
Oh, for real? Usually I could fight off pretty good.
Here's it's a blessing to curse. So I don't get sick often. Don't happen. But when I go down, I'm down for a few weeks.
Oh,
it's just like that. So I'm like, I don't want to get sick, and I know when you get sick, you're gonna hit me with that bullshit. Baby, come take care of me. Really? I'm trying to take care of you. I told you.
I told you. Put your jacket on.
Zip his jacket up, and just, why can't you take a shower at night? Why do you have to take a shower in the morning, or why do you have to take a shower right before you go out? And then if you're gonna take a shower, because she has a OCD or something like that, she feel like she has to wash her hair. I'm like, this might be me.
You just took a shower.
Yeah, I was like, this might be me being black. I'm like, you know, you could just not wash your hair. She's like, but my OCD. I'm like, or just don't do it. When you feel your head, it's like, nah, just stop it and just get back out the shower. But I don't know, man. It bugs me because I was like, you're gonna get more sick, and then because you get more sick, I just naturally have to get sick because this is how it works.
Yeah, dude. Like, if you have kids or thing, like, you're around the people and you get sick.
Especially if you're kissing them with their mouth open.
That happened to me. I was with a girl, right, and I knew she was sick. And
what, she have AIDS?
No, I can't say what she had.
Shit, is it actually?
No, it's not that bad actually, but I don't want to.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't gotta say shit.
I just saw an article. That guy shared is like something about you're missing out if you're not dating people with HIV or something. Anyways, what you're missing out?
What are you missing out on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Some mediocre.
We're getting way
pussy?
now we're getting way too progressive on the others. It's getting out of control. But I was reading the article. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was real. I thought it was like an Onion article. No, but it's legit. But I mean, right now, me attacking the article would probably be considered fucking. I don't know.
What?
Whatever.
Who's out here pushing for these niggas with AIDS? First of all, if you have AIDS, I'm not gonna judge you. We all make mistakes. I'm sorry for you. Hopefully that shit get cured. But you're not gonna convince me I should be sad for not fucking you. What logic?
You're missing out. I gotta read the article, dude. I gotta read it.
Hey, yeah,
I screenshotted it.
Hey, you know how you like you be feeling healthy and shit, and like you don't worry about shit, and like you just be like fucking and feel good about. Yeah, nah, nigga, you missing out on this, all the opposite type.
Have you heard of AIDS?
Oh my god,
I got what you need.
I got what you need, nigga. You want to shorten your life about 15 years, bro?
So she didn't have it. She was just sick. You know what I mean? I know exactly what she had, by the way. But it was sick. It's basically sick. It was like a cold, and I knew she was sick. And I was like, because I was talking to her earlier in the week, and I was like, fuck, man. But I still felt like I had to make a move on her because it was the second time we hung out, and it was like, fuck. In my head, I was like, I can't not. I'm at this critical point because the first time we hung out, I didn't make a move because I was playing it by ear. I was like, all right, this is cool. We didn't drink. There was no alcohol involved. I was playing it by ear. I was like, oh, this is cool. I won't make a move. It's fine. But I think the second time, you know what I mean, depending like on the situation, what kind of hanging out you are. Like certain in this situation, it was like it was do or die. Like if I don't make a move, I'm fucking either she's gonna think I don't know. I'm not into her. I'll get friend zoned, and it's like, so I was like, man, and I already knew. I was like, man, I might get. And it's funny because after I kissed her, like right away, dude, I felt it. Like within 30 minutes, I felt it
take over your body.
But it was like I already knew what I was getting myself into, and I had to do it because I can't. Because I've heard too many times where girls like, man, I'm hanging out with this guy. Like, is he not into me? Like, you gotta. I think the third is the late. After that, like second, you might, depending on the situation, the second time you might be able to get away with, depending what kind of hanging out it is. You know what I mean?
100% agree. So it's crazy because in high school, man,
oh, you didn't close, right?
oh man, first of all, you don't have to say that on the record.
You already said it on Brendan's podcast. I think you did, unless I just.
Oh man, I'm like LeBron out here, bro. I was killing it for the first 3 quarters. Then the fourth came around. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass this to my friend. I'm gonna let my friend take a crack at it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a team effort if you think about it. So, oh yeah, I used to, because my thing was, and honestly, I just didn't know. I didn't have a big brother. Most of my homies at the time, I had a lot of white friends in high school, so they wasn't like out here fucking out either.
Yeah.
All I needed was a black nigga, but hey nigga, do some shit. She wants you. Just all I needed was that. Somebody was like, hey nigga, all right, you've been talking enough. Shut up talking. Pull it to the side. She
wants you to do it. And exactly. They want you to do it. They want you to make the fucking move.
That's all it was. Yeah. Most of high school was just me being in these situations where this common sense didn't hit me. Probably was nervous. I'm not gonna say like I was stupid. I probably just was nervous and didn't think about it. So but looking back, it was so many girls that I was like, oh man, she wanted it. And I talked to some girls now that are like, oh man, I like kind of like I had a girl that I loved, like had a huge crush on her. Real quick. Wouldn't fucking now though, so that's a W. A huge crush on her, and she liked me, and we had like a deep conversation about liking, like after, like so, like senior year, she told me like sophomore year when I had a huge crush on her that she liked me, and I didn't do anything about it, and it was crazy because as she was telling me this, she was just starting to hook up with my best friend, so it was like, oh my, I don't know, that was. I was like, it was a lot of emotions in that. Cause I'm like, damn. 1, I didn't fuck, and then 2, she ended up fucking my best friend, and then 3, I could have. So 1, I didn't fuck, which is fine, but it's like, but I could have fucked. Those are the bigger L's. Cause you don't fuck everybody. That's just fine. You don't get it. Yeah. But it's the ones like the ones you want and you could have had. Those are the ones that hurt the most.
Yeah.
And then she ended up hooking up. Let me rephrase. He didn't fuck her either. They ended up making out. But in high school,
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, still something.
That was a huge deal for me. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18.
Oh yeah.
I think I was just out of high school. I think, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was like, no, I didn't. I think I kissed one chick. Well, recently I did. Recently I was with a chick and it felt like it was in high school because I made a move on her. This is the first time I made a move on a chick like in a long time, completely sober. So no, usually it's like I'm hanging out with drinks or something, or I'm already somebody I've already been hooking up with. But it was the first time making a move on a chick, completely sober, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot how the fuck this felt." And it was like, I felt like I was in high school. I was nervous. I had butterfly. I was like, "Damn!" And it was like, it was a little bit. I was like, "Well, this is weird," This is not with the less.
So one of my first real kisses, and honestly, so if I had to give any advice to me back in this, going back, it's like, hey man, take the easy one. So it's this girl who I could have. There was a few girls I could have hooked up with early, but there was easy girls. So. And me having some pride about myself, I was like, I'm not gonna hook up with the easy one. I'm stupid. Should have hooked up with the easy one. Just get it out the way. Cause I ended up making out.
Get your reps in, dude. Get your reps in. Get better.
I mean, and they wanted, you wanted this whole wait out for the best lies. My first time was not that good. And honestly, if that was gonna be my first time, I could have did it with one of them. They could at least told me I could have done better. We could have kept it going. So I ended up making out with one of the girls who've been around for a little bit. Nice lady, good girl. I'm still friends with her. Made out with her, and then like she made me like after like hooking up with her, making out with her like 2 different times. I was good at kissing because she didn't already kiss so many people. She knew exactly what I was doing wrong, what I needed to. She led me through it, and they're like, "Oh, good. Now I can kiss anybody the way." Cause now I know how to fill it out because she knew what to do. And we hooked up, would have been the same way. Probably would have came to it. Hey, breathe a little bit. Stop looking at my titties. Look up a little bit.
Dude, you need that. You need that. What like you need that. I'm that first one where like you learn everything, you know what I mean?
And that's why I don't feel as bad about my high school experiences. Because all my uncles.
I'm so glad.
My uncles.
I'm glad I didn't get really late in high school. It could have fucking derailed. Because now I get
I would have peaked. I was popular in high school. I told you I did my talent show, and we did it in like the auditorium, and it was like 300 plus people who came. not to see me, but a big portion of people. 'Cause I was like the most popular kid in high school. Not to brag, 'cause it was high school, but it is what it is. So we had 300 plus people. A lot of them there.
Is that the Lincoln Park High School? Okay.
So
the musical high school. Was there a lot of black kids or no? I forgot.
It was
Mixed?
it was definitely a decent amount of black kids. Probably more white. It was definitely mixed. Mixed is the best way to describe it. More white than anything because Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
And it was a good school. It wasn't a music school. It just had a really good RC program.
Okay.
It was a pretty good school.
And you were the man.
Yeah, I was a man.
Okay.
And once again, I don't say that to brag because it's high school, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But so I was one pussy away from peaking in high school. If I would have got some pussy, I might have just tried to. Probably just would have left on my morals like, yeah, nigga, I fucked up the high school shit. I don't even need to go to college or do comedy.
Yeah, dude, exactly. So I'm glad I didn't because I have a thing. What I've noticed now is like I meet a chick and I get certain chicks that give me a little bit of attention. I get really obsessed. Like, quick, dude. Like quick. I get sprung quick. And it's like I'm glad I didn't get laid in high school. And that could have really because then I went to college and whatever and working and things like that. And now I'm doing comedy, but I could probably imagine, dude, the first time. You had, Abi's joke, right? Where the first time he puts in a chick, and it's like, man, what's his line? It's like, it's so warm.
It's like,
I didn't think it would be so warm.
He it tastes like pizza that just came out the microwave. Like,
yeah, dude. So imagine if I was getting laid in high school, I'd have been like, fuck, dude. I'd be like, sprung on a chick, getting ready to get her pregnant.
Oh, faithfully.
Yeah, dude.
Been fucking, didn't care. And then what's crazy, a lot of my friends who I looked up to who was fucking, I don't look up to them now. No, a lot of them niggas aren't doing shit with their lives. Got one of my best friends in high school at the moment. We don't talk as much. We're still cool. We just don't talk as much. I also wish I didn't say best friend because now I don't want to give it away. But there's some guy I used to hang out with a lot, fucked a lot, and now it's like the niggas like not doing shit, kind of like fat, kind of depressed,
kind of peaked, yeah.
And I'm not shitting on him. I don't want shit on nobody, but it is what it is. He's just not happy because people peak in high school. So I'm happy I didn't get laid. I'm happy I had to work for it.
Because it leaves a little hunger we had.
Oh
yeah, dude.
I'll be lying if I tell you I don't have a chip on my shoulder for that shit. Like, damn, nigga, I can fuck nobody gonna give me that. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and then get famous and stay with my girlfriend. But if I don't stay with my girlfriend, I'm gonna fuck everybody else, bro.
Yeah,
fuck the hoe.
I want to get somebody pregnant.
Holy shit, this all on the yeah, nigga.
How old am I? I'm 35. Let's see. I'm just gonna go over some of these notes I went. Started comedy. That one might be in the old podcast, and I think I might still be able to find it. Yeah, we'll start finishing up here soon. First time doing stand up. I think we talked about that. Worst show. What's your worst show? What's the worst show you ever did? Do you remember?
Yeah, I did. Goddamn. I did a show. Probably a year and a half ago. It was in the suburbs out south, and I went up there supposed to do 20. Went up there and ate a fucking fat dick for 15 minutes.
Where were you in the lineup?
I was featuring for Just Niche.
Okay.
And then it got so bad to the point like halfway through, I'm at 15-minute mark. I think I'm getting the light, and I just had to do what. In retrospect, I was supposed to do. I just nodded. I should like, man, fuck it. I'm not funny. Shouldn't have dropped out of college for this shit. Blah blah. I'm ass. Should listen to my mom. And turned to crowd. Them niggas. And that's how I know Obama because them niggas was so happy. Like, yeah, nigga, you ain't funny, but I'm glad you know this shit, bro.
It's a black room.
Oh yeah, they're like, we glad you know that shit. And they loved me after that. I got off on a hot note, and what's crazy is I bombed so hard, and that was the most money I think I ever got paid for a single gig. I thought they wasn't gonna pay me. And I walked back. I was ready for them. Like, yeah, nigga, we're not gonna pay. I'm gonna just accept that shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because you always, if you feel dirty taking that money, like, what the fuck did I just do?
I'm gonna go home. Like, damn, it'd be like that sometimes. But they paid me. I was like, damn, nigga, y'all really gonna pay? Was y'all watching that shit? Fuck it, ain't nothing. They paid me. A lot of money for what it's still probably the most I ever got paid for a single gig. And yeah, hardest I ever bombed, and then Tanisha being such a good comic went there and shitted on me for about 5 minutes. And she's such a nice lady too. But it made it worse because I know she just doing her job.
Yeah.
She's like, well, gotta go crap on him because gotta acknowledge what that was.
Yeah, dude.
And then I funny. I actually left my notebook in her car that night. And then I had to hit her up. It was like, yeah, so can I get my notebook?
For what? So you can buy with it some more?
That's so funny. So, but yeah, that was the worst show I ever had. Most money I ever got paid. Isn't that ironic?
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like, man, what I feel when I had those bad shows, those bad bombs, they always motivate me. You always like afterwards, like I got to write more, or I got to do, or they're very motivating. I like the good shows are good, and they're a rush, and they feel good, and they're like, oh, I want to keep doing this. But those, I kind of enjoy the bad ones because it's like, all right, it kind of puts, you know, it's funny when you have a few good ones and there's something that doesn't go, it puts you in check, right? And it's
my
like,
friends, my friends come to my shows, and so they see me do more well than not. No, they come to that Young Hustle, which is really
every
good
Friday. No, every what?
Last Friday.
Every last Friday.
Friday of the month. Yeah. So they see me do good, but sometimes like my real friends might come like a non-Young Hustle show. So and like they'll see me like nervous for like 10 people and like, but you do 300 people. Why are you nervous? And I don't know how to tell them, like, comedy keeps you humble. Yeah, you don't know that bomb's coming, but you know it's coming. And especially when you've been crushing it for a while. I mean, till you get to the point like you're Dave and you know you're doing just your fan bases. Like you said, you know that shit coming. So like my friend's like, why are you so nervous? You're like, you do bigger shows than I'm like, yeah, I know, man. But I also know these niggas don't know about them shows I do. That's the cool thing about comedy. You always have to reprove yourself. You never not
every show, every joke. Your joke, the punchline's over. The laughter's over. It's like, what's next? You know, what's next, dude?
What's next?
What's next, dude?
And I tell people all the time that's one of the beautiful parts about comedy is it does keep you humble and it keeps you hungry because as soon as you get really high, once again, unless you're that guy, he's gonna come cut you down. He'll cut you down. You're gonna have to reset, build it back up, cut you down, reset, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that's part of the process.
It's part of the process. All right, let me. Any plugs? You're doing videos now, right? I saw you did some sketches.
Mm-hmm. Follow me on Instagram at Life of St. James, and my show is the last Friday of the month at Laugh Factory called The Young Hustle Show.
Do you fuck with Twitter or no?
No, I deleted Twitter because I was trying to get a job, and also I don't want to get canceled in 20 years.
Okay, so Life of St. James on IG. I'm Lobo 9110 LOBO 910 on
God,
IG.
Fucking damn it. Who? Why?
I know it's the old one, but I think you can find me. Whatever, Giovanni JH. I'll tag it, and I think it's the same for Twitter. Lobo Den Podcast. Do I have anything? Man, I don't know. I'll put in the intro of anything coming up. Am I doing anything? I don't know. I don't know. I started doing. Who knows? All right, St. James. I'll try to recover the first one. I'll work on it. It'll be my DIY.
This one might have been better. I mean, the first one had more laugh points, but this was smoother, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. So, all right, thank you very much, St. James. I think that's all. Let's see on there so I can take a picture of you, so I can put it on my social media and see if anybody replies to me. All right.
Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. 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 It's the Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. It's the Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. It's the Lobo Den.